who is the, I don't know, core like customer on the demand side? Is that like changed significantly? I feel like,
Mhm.
I was one of those first 1,000 who reached out just because like I knew you and I was like, God, I need an EA. So like
The,
I've been in it early, but I imagine, there's thousands or tens of thousands by now.
yeah, the core demo was my friends. So it's
Yeah.
just like emailed my friends, texted people. I joke that now that enough of my friends have an Athena EA, I can like surreptitiously plan like pranks
Mm.
and events. I can just like have their assistant book them a trip and put it on their calendar, and everyone's just going to show up. uh, so it started off as friends, and then that naturally led to startup
Yeah.
founders because there's most of you're my friends. And so startup founders, there's 100,000 venture-backed startups in the country. So we're, maybe 1% of that. So still a 10x to go in startups. But this year we moved and expanded into the next segment, which is SMB. There's not
Mm.
100,000 SMBs in the country, but 30 million. Now, I don't know what fraction could have an assistant, maybe 10%. So many millions of dental clinics and, supply stores and just the wild
Home
world.
service businesses.
Yeah, service businesses. Yeah, I mean, even, large construction companies. I actually just talked to a large construction company that's got 100 employees that's looking for an assistant. So SMBs is now the next big segment. And then in the long term, enterprise is the kind of mega
Mm.
segment. This Fortune 500. So we have some enterprise pilots with a couple great companies going now. We're just starting work there, and we want to expand a lot into that next year. I've talked to places like AIG and JP Morgan where they have 1,000 or even 5,000 assistants internally.
Yeah.
And we can offer an offering that brings assistance to a whole layer of the team that doesn't have it today. And so maybe the VPs or C-suite have it, but directors always wish they could have assistants, and now they're going to be able to because we have a different price point. And with our AI productivity, they can like bring it to the people. So that's going to
Yeah.
be a big focus for next year.
I remember somebody saying at some point along the line, like anybody who who earns more than $150,000 a year should have an EA, like just as a rough approximation. And I was kind of like, oh, with Athena, that does become like roughly approximate. If you're doing a math of kind of like however many tasks you do are worth those like sub $40 an hour tasks that are
Yeah.
like critical, but not particularly fun. And if you don't have an EA, you are one. So that like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most obvious place to start is if you have a business or a place that can generate revenue. An assistant can be kind of your first hire to help you spend more time focused on revenue generation or your craft or the reason you started the business. Most people start the business to like build the product or do the thing they love. And there's lots of important work that's like scheduling and admin and email and accounting that you might not want to do. And so an assistant can help with that. For some people who are more cash constrained, I say, hey, like the first thing your assistant could help you do is help you save money. And so if you're not
Mhm.
tracking your finances well, if you, look through all your subscriptions, like go find, alternative vendors for your business, that's the way to do it. But then, yeah, there's other people who are, dual income, have, make 250K and have a busy life. And for them, it's more a luxury good of, yeah, I could spend more time with my kids and my family, and that would be awesome. And that's worth paying $3,000 a month to spend more time with my kids.
Buying back your own time from the stuff that is less fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Uh,
talking to someone who's like, "What if I could hire myself? Would I hire myself?" And for most founders, you would because you believe in yourself and you think you're capable enough. Like, well, I just realized if I hire an assistant, I am hiring myself because my assistant's doing things that I'm doing now, and then I get more of me for the most important work that I want.